What's up, you guys? Brandon here, and in today's video I want to talk about a highly debatable subject of giving great client service versus respecting your time. And the question that we're talking about here is answering your phone and text messages and phone calls at a drop of a hat, and being available literally 24/7, 7 days a week, answering phone calls, text messages, and emails at 10, 11, 12, 1 in the morning. Is that giving good client service, or are we devaluing ourselves as real estate agents? So that's what I want to talk about today. Before I jump into this, though, today, I think that we all can agree that our intentions as real estate agents, regardless of what you agree with or disagree with, or believe in or don't believe in, based on what I'm going to get into right now, regardless of what side you fall on, our intentions are all to give our clients a great experience when they list their home with us. So I think we can get that off the table. All of our intentions are the same there. I think the thing that I think about most is, what are the things in life that we value and respect most? As an example, I wrote down a few notes here. Do we value more diamonds or dirt? Do we value more Ferraris or Fusions? Do we value more doctors or drive-thrus? Do we value more fillets or fish sticks? Now, I know I'm exaggerating a bit, and I'm being a little eccentric, I understand. But my point is this. I think we would all agree that we, as a society, we value things that are more scarce or rare or hard to get, and we put a lot less value on things that are commodities or easy to get. And I guess what I'm suggesting is that, for a long time, I was the real estate agent that would answer any phone call, any text message, any email, any day of the week. Christmas morning, didn't matter. I would be Johnny on the spot, because I believed that I was going above and beyond anybody's expectations, and providing a world-class client experience for the people that hired me to sell their home. And I operated like that for a long, long, long time. And here's something to consider. What if we had an expectation with our clients on the days and the times that we are actually available to speak and answer their questions? Here's where I think a lot of the debate can start. My belief is that if we have clear expectations, and I'm going to get into 3 tactical things that you can do to execute on this strategy here in just a second. But I believe if you set really good expectations with your clients up front that state when you're available to speak, when you're going to respond to text messages, emails, and voicemails, when they can expect you to get back to them and answer their questions up front, that they actually will respect your time more and value you more as a professional, versus them being able to call you any day of the week, any time of the day, and be able to get you live on the phone. I understand why we do it, but I just, after doing this for so long, I believe that we are devaluing our service to that client by just being available all the time. Check this out. Here's why I say that. Perception is everything. If we're always available for everybody, for all things, all of the time, what is the perception of the other person? That we're not busy, that we don't have a lot going on, that maybe we're not, I'm just suggesting this with much respect, maybe we're not really that successful. I guess one thing I'm asking you to consider is that after I kind of flip this and I have this more scheduled approach to communication with my clients and giving them good client service, I believe I'm getting more referrals now on this employing this new philosophy than I did before, when again I thought I was giving great client service and I was always available. I believe I'm actually getting more referrals now than I was before. And the reason why we respond to everybody 24/7 is because we think, wow, I'm kicking ass from a client service perspective. I just don't believe that to be the case. I think that the value that our clients have for us when we do that is much lower. So here are 3 tactical things that you can do if you buy into this philosophy, if you buy into the doctor attorney philosophy. You know, that's one thing I think we can all agree on. That's probably not debatable. The reason why the expense for doctors and lawyers is so high is, oh, hold on, I'm going to try and get out of the way here. There's a little accident on the side of the street. The reason why those costs are so high is because the value of their time from the consumer's perception is so high, and we're willing to pay it. And I believe it could be the same thing in real estate sales. So here's number one. Number one is, this is probably the biggest mistake that I see agents not doing, is having an actual schedule, right? How can you create this type of world that I'm referring to without having your own schedule? And you won't be able to have times throughout the day when you get back to people, when you return to emails, when you return voicemails. You know what, now just thinking about it, just making this video, I kind of think I just figured it out. The reason why we respond to everything all the time is because we don't have a schedule. Because we are 1099 independent contractors and we do what we want, when we want, how we want, and we don't have any structure and we don't have any accountability. I think that's probably the biggest problem. So number one is creating a schedule for yourself, just like you would if you had a W-2'd salary job. There should be no difference here. And so throughout that schedule, you show up to the office at the same time, you prospect the same time, you respond to emails the same time, you respond to voicemails the same time, so that you can get into number two. Number two, imagine a world where somebody calls you, you don't answer because you're doing something else, and your voicemail clearly articulates when you're going to be responding to their voicemail and when they can expect to hear from you. Very simple strategy to employ. And number three is absolutely following that schedule and being consistent with that follow-up and follow-through. So if you are consistent in your word and you do what you say you're going to do, and you call people back when your voicemail says you're going to call them back, and you're following your schedule, and you provide a consistent experience with everybody every time, no exceptions, no excuses, I believe if you can do that, the value your clients will have for you and your time will go up, not down. So, I'm curious to get your thoughts. Comment on this video below. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, as I'm bringing you free trainings, tips, and advice on how to grow your real estate sales business. And I would just call these rants like this, or mastery sessions, every single week. A lot of times I'm doing 2 or 3 sessions a week. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you get notifications of every video like this. So thanks for watching. Stay productive, focus on listings, and we'll talk to you guys soon.